could be in it. You guys all signed. You guys all signed. Video. As Charity ducks out of the way.
Hey everyone, Ian here at Mannershed Media, along with Scott Kukarishan, program head here at the ABT program at SAS Polytech main campus, and my co-pilot, as always, when we're in the shop. Again, just we're looking at the Parisienne that we've had plenty of video, lots of learning, all the things that come with why these videos I find are important for everybody out there trying and working on stuff like this. Again, I don't know much about anything. Scott's the guy here that can walk us through what they've done, but as we see, we have color. We are, like, I'm guessing this close-ish to being at least.
Yep, we're getting close.
All right, good. So I'm going to hand over to Scott. He's going to walk us through this Parisienne.
Thanks, Ian.
Hey, Scott, what do we got?
Well, since our last video, and I had to go back a ways before we could actually find this one, and we were talking about the trunk on this car and trying to fit it all up and fit it. So, and I know there's one gentleman out there, thank you, that is really interested in what's going on here. So why don't we go through the trunk and let's take a look and see where we're at.
Sounds wonderful.
So in the trunk, just to recap, this was 59 Impala, this was 59 Impala, that is homemade.
Right.
And this was 59 Parisian, this back panel here.
Yeah.
So we had to section and put that all in. So you can see right here, we had to make another little crease that mimicked the factory. This has got to be sealed up yet.
Right.
Not exactly sure how we're going to do that, but we're going to do something in there. You can see some seam sealer where we have to put another patch in here because that's where the 59 Chevy, did I say, yeah, I said Impala.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
59 Impala, where these fuel neck would come out to go out this way. So that had to be filled in.
Yes.
So we got that all in, we cut it all together, lots of welding. We've actually had this thing on the chassis once already, just to make sure it all fit. So anyways, we have to do some altering in the fuel neck.
Yeah.
Now, for those of you who are fixing 59 Pontiacs, learn from my mistake. Okay, I'm good, but I'm not perfect. On the 59 Impala, the fuel tank is centered, and there's a spare tire over there.
Right, in the well, yep.
On the 59 Pontiac, it's actually 2 inches over.
Oh, really?
But I couldn't do it anyway because the fuel tank straps follow these body lines. So I couldn't move it 2 inches over without doing other major. So I have to alter my fuel tank to make it fit up the neck. Which, before everybody goes, oh no, you can't buy 59 and Pontiac fuel tanks. And I'm lucky I got a real nice one. The guy was almost sad to sell it to me because he wanted to do a Chevy, but the fuel neck and inlet's all different. Right. So before you go, no, I was going to have to cut it or do something anyway.
Yeah, right.
Because this car's getting fuel injection.
Oh, yeah.
I got to put a return line somewhere.
Yep.
So it's going to work.
Yeah. Cool.
So not all is lost or wrecked or whatever.
Understood.
So, anyways, so in the action shots we got, you can see we got this whole thing getting body worked, and the pre-employment students.
Yep.
Of course, the ones that do all of this work.
Right.
They body worked all these patches. We gave the bodywork areas a layer of spray fill, so to help them out.
Yep.
And this is a pre-employment paint job.
Awesome.
So
looks really, really nice.
There's pieces of it we have to redo. It is learning, and
learning,
it can't become perfect out of the gun. But we did some reshooting of that. Underneath, we did it in a red oxide-ish simulated primer.
Right, like you did on the Impala Convertible?
Like we did on the Impala.
Let me see the red there. Yeah.
I would have went black.
Right.
But black. I wanted to showcase the frame a little bit, the chassis and so on. So that's why I went with the red.
It'll look good.
So
cool.
So yeah, we are getting very close to putting it on. I think I got to get some clips for the fuel line. And I was able to get some fuel line from Ribs Toy Box. So shout out to them. And once that fuel line's on the chassis, this is ready to go on the frame, and it is ready to start going together.
Awesome.
This thing has been hanging around the school since 2019.
Oh, man.
It is time for it to leave. Even though I love it, it's time for it to go. And it's going to be so satisfying to start seeing some chrome go on this thing.
Yeah, chrome and black. Oh man, it's gonna look wicked. Yeah, and the Parisienne has that. Oh well, you can see where all the holes are. I mean, there's gonna be quite a bit of chrome that's going on here. Wonderful.
Badges,
Yeah.
Parisian, chrome on top. Yeah.
Sweet. Oh,
We got the optional reverse lights for it.
Right,
We-
that's right. I remember that now.
and
Yeah, it's
all that stuff is pretty much restored,
Yeah.
polished,
bolted on.
ready to go.
Yeah, cool.
The two pieces that aren't done are the bumpers.
Ah.
And I think I got some decent
Yeah,
ones that
that can be
the
good.
owner's going to be putting on. So
Wonderful. Okay, well, we'll get this video out with the action shots that Scott provided, and we'll get this all out to you very, very soon. So thanks again for watching. Like, share, subscribe. And again, lots of projects happening here at ABT, so there are plenty of videos coming. So again, thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye for now.